What is up, guys? Welcome to round number 3 of the Silverstone National Circuit in 1.63 miles, 6 turns, and a little bit of rain is on the way. As usual, let's get straight into the qualifying and I'll let you watch that on your own. There we have it, our fastest lap. It was just 5 minutes into the qualifying session. It was only a 1 minute 13.65, just enough to get us into 4th place there. And let's get straight into the race as usual. 5 red lights are out and away we go for our first getaway in Silverstone, a nice lovely circuit. And as you can see there, the clouds are a little bit grey and I think some rain is definitely forecast for this session, but who knows when it's going to come down. We've got 15 minutes. Also, we set up for a non-wet day, but that could come into a terrible decision. And yeah, we'll obviously have to see how it goes as we try and go down the outside, down to the inside, just touch a little bit of car number 29's rear, but car number 21 still gets the better traction. We just get away from us. But yeah, look at that, the car behind us is just going to try and overtake us as they've got the better momentum down this pit, or down this back straight. And you see that they've now got the position, but can we go around the outside or cut back down to the inside of this lovely left-hander, going into the tight right-hander as we try and look down the inside, but they're going to close off the door for us and we're not going to get anywhere for that. But yeah, just advancing on a little bit further forwards into the race as we see the cars ahead having a bit of a ding-dong battle here. And yeah, the car that we've just overtaken just got a little bit too much of the rear end of position number 3 here. I think, yeah, can't remember what his car number is, but hey ho, got a little bit too much, so we took full advantage of that, overtaking, getting back into P4 where we started after losing that position out. Now we're going to try round the outside, and we're just going to turn to the inside for the next corner. And how was it going to go? Are we going to get it? Yes, we are. Very nicely done as we look to get ahead of P2 as the next challenge that we're going to get into, as we're going to look to do it on the same exact straight. We're going to try and look down the inside of this left-hander, and no, we're not. I think P2 looked to go ahead and try and do a massive dive bomb on P1 there. I think P1 went a little bit wide, a little bit of brake checking here and now and then, but nothing we can't handle and nothing we can't break ourselves either. It just slows the race down that little bit more than we'd want it actually to slow down. As you can see, the rain droplets hitting the car, they're forming on the track, they're forming on the car, forming in the rain. Forming in the rain? They're forming in the clouds, man. They're forming in the clouds. That's where rain forms. But yeah, it's all weather tyres though, so we've not got to really worry about what tyres we're wearing. As car number 58, we look to overtake him, but he overtakes us back, and yeah, we can't actually get that position just yet. And yeah, with the track wettening up, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us to drive on this dry setup that we've set up for, and didn't really want to set up for the wet race, but yeah, 5 minutes in or 4 minutes in, and it is actually starting to rain, and it's obviously settling down, so we're going to have to look out for that and see how we go. But we get up into P2 now. Obviously we push towards the win of P1, and what can we do with 10 minutes left to go in this race? That's probably about, say, 11 or 12 laps of the Silverstone National Circuit. I think I might be correct, I'm not entirely sure, but there is still plenty of time to bottle it. There's still plenty of time to win it. We take a little bit too much curb. We actually get onto the grass there. Didn't really want to do that, but still we've got the momentum coming out of that corner as you look down the down the inside, down for the outside, but yeah, they brake really early and we just sort of pushed them through the corner. And I don't think we got any damage. No, we haven't got any damage. As you can see right next to the speedometer, there's a little engine sign with a front green and a rear green. So that front green, if you see a number 1, that means we've got a little bit more damage. If you see a rear green with an increase in number, that means we've got some rear damage. And obviously the engine wear as well, and obviously the tyre wear is right next to it. You can see the pressure of the tyres. When they're green, they're at their optimal. Obviously when they're blue, they're obviously really cold, and when they're red and orange, they are burning out and they're going to wear down. And as you see that, see the amount of colour drop in the shape of that tyre, that'll be the amount of tyre wear that you've got left to go. But yeah, managed to get up into P1, and we're just going to advance that little bit further on into the race. As you can clearly see the amount of rain that is fell onto this track, and it's just absolutely sodden wet. And you're about to see these next few turns. I think going into this corner there's a massive puddle on the inside and on the outside, so you kind of have to go in towards the middle, taking a little bit of a deeper line towards the outside. And there's just you see, look at this, there's this massive amount of scattered puddles, aquaplaning all over the place, and it is just literally a minefield of puddles. And quite frankly, going into this race, I didn't really know how to properly drive through the wet puddles, if I'm completely honest. Had to look at it and just see how to drive in this game through wet puddles. And look at that, there's a massive puddle on the inside of that corner there. We're obviously going to have to make note of that, and then just advancing towards the last lap of this race, as it was pretty much a formality for me. And yeah, we'd advanced, what was that, like 11 seconds ahead of P2. I always got plenty of time just to go that little bit slower down this back straight, as we've managed to build that massive gap. Well, I'd say we're quite a wet weather specialist, but I don't think I am a wet weather specialist. As you can see right here, they like drive into the puddle and they skid out massively. Obviously, being a wet weather specialist, you should know how to drive through the puddles as well. But obviously we're not, the AI is not, and I mean, this difficulty has been set, I think, I don't know how, but obviously the race beforehand we had a really good race as we aquaplane right through that puddle and smash into the wall. We still got a little bit of damage on the front end. I think it's gone up to number 6, so obviously it's quite still a decent amount. As yeah, driving against the pit wall, and that is where we're going to finish P1. 95 points in this championship, 130 points for the team. And yeah, we're going quite solidly. There's only 2 rounds left to go. Also, you have to tune in to see how we do for those last 2 rounds. I think it's at Silverstone and then Snetterton as what? Not Silverstone and Snetterton. I think it's Snetterton and then Donington, or Donington and then Snetterton. One of the two. Either way round. Not entirely sure. Hey ho. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed this episode. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.